guys, it is Tristan with Nerdut's Newsstand, and I want to talk about the Batman. We're about 5 weeks out from the movie coming out, and there has been some updates, one of which worries me, one of which perplexes me, and you know what? I just honestly can't wait. I still am planning to review the rest of the source material. I did get behind on my Earth 1 review, so that should be up later this week, and then I'm going to go over Frank Miller's work and some others, so that will be up. But let's talk about the Batman, because everybody is talking about the Batman. First, let's talk about the 3-hour runtime. 2 hours and 55 minutes. I thought we just got out of Snyder's great lengths. Okay, I guess not. I'm okay with this. It does give me a little bit of pause simply because I'm like, what kind of a story are you telling in that length? Like, I know we're going to have a little, quite a bit of the Riddler. We're going to have some Penguin. We're going to have Selina. So there's going to be a lot of origins, and we're going to see the pearls fly. But that's a long time. Like, I barely can last through a 2-hour live stream without having to pause it to go pee. Sorry, way too much information there. But 3 hours? Yeah, no. I'm totally fine with this. I'm just kidding. But I'm hoping there is a really good story within this 3 hours. Now, they did screen a 4-hour version of this movie. Yeah. They screened a 4-hour versions. Those poor critics. And I guess from my understanding, they screened 2 versions. One was 3 hours, one was 4 hours. One had rumored to be the Joker, and one did not. So I don't know which version we will get, or maybe we will get hints about the Joker, or maybe we won't get any sort of hints about the Joker. But regardless, I'm still here for it. We got a funeral scene over the weekend, and I will link it in the pinned comment because, oh my God, this made me so excited. The way the cinematography is done really hones in on that kind of shared trauma between the boy at the funeral and, of course, Bruce Wayne. And then the fact that Bruce runs for that child first, I absolutely love where this is going. Now, it's only 2 minutes, right? But it still gets me really excited for this movie. It's been a long enough since we've had a Bruce Wayne on the screen, and I count Ben Affleck. I absolutely do. But I don't think any of me not liking his portrayal had to do with him, because he was fantastic in that role. It was the writing, right? It wasn't his fault the story was written kind of poorly. But I'm hoping Matt Reeves can pull this off. Now, when this was first announced, I was pretty critical of the casting because I am not a huge movie person, as most of you know by now. But I was like, Robert Pattinson? You mean the Twilight guy? The guy that sparkles in the sun? Who's a vampire? And now we're going to have a vampire bat? Like, am I getting this correct here? Yeah, no, I was totally wrong. I think he fits the role really well. And since that announcement happened, I was able to check out some of his other stuff. And he's a phenomenal actor. But let's take a look at what he had to say about his no-kill rule. Because that is one thing I am very stringent upon when it comes to Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne, part of that character, fundamentally, at the core, what separates him from everybody else is that no-kill rule. What separates him from the villains he's fighting against is that no-kill rule. And not only that, but we've got Thomas Wayne, who his Hippocratic oath said do no harm. And Bruce Wayne took that to heart. So let's take a look at what Robert Pattinson had to say about this. I find it we're going to go with interesting. There is this rule with Batman. He must not kill. It can be interpreted in 2 ways. Either he only wants to inflict the appropriate punishment, or he wants to kill and his self-control prevents him from doing so. Fair enough. I imagined it that way from the rehearsal of the first fight. I thought it was funnier Okay. Something in him just wanted to slit the guy's throat. I told myself that if he spends his night chasing criminals, it is impossible that he does not take pleasure in it. He suffers, and it's desire that overwhelms him. And by dint of knocking, his mind clears, he calms down, he reaches a state close to plenitude. I'm sure in this first fight, he manages to convince himself that every guy in front of him is the one that killed his mother? You mean his parents, right? Okay. And so that allows him to vent all of his rage. I wonder why he didn't say parents. Huh. Kind of interesting there. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yes, I get that. A lot of people look at this no kill rule as what separates him from the others. And I think that's really true to a point. But you have to understand at some point that Batman very likely wants to inflict pain and does so night and night again. I love in the Injustice 2 game, right when you get to the asylum, Damian's like, oh, so we can, permanently give these people brain damage, but we can't kill them, right, Dad? Like, I love that line because it's like, Batman won't kill. He won't subject himself to that amount of guilt. But if you stand in his way, you might not walk again. And he takes a little bit of pleasure in that because he knows that he is this urban legend that keeps Gotham safe and moving forward. So more than anything, I find it interesting he said mother. I don't know, maybe I'm looking too much into that. But weird, right? I don't know, maybe it's not so weird. But yeah, there's not too much going on with the Batman besides that. But I want you guys to check out that link. I think if there's a big if here, Warner Brothers does the marketing right, this movie could do really well for a Warner Brothers property. I hope they do, because after Peacemaker being so good, they need another hit. And hopefully this is it. I will be absolutely seeing it on the 3rd or so, 3rd or 4th, and reviewing it, of course. I'm definitely looking forward to it. But I want to know your guys' thoughts. What do you think about Bruce Wayne's no-kill rule, or Robert Pattinson's no-kill rule? You think I'm looking too much into the mother comment? And that 3-hour runtime. Yeah, does it have you a little perplexed also? Let me know. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.